Up next is Justice Gaines. They're a organizer with Prism. They're the queer justice coordinator. They use theysms, theirs pronouns, and they're just a radical human being. So it's my pleasure to introduce them.
Thank you so much to the organizers for this event. Again, my name is Justice Gaines. Happy to be here with you all. I'm really having a hard time thinking of how to follow literally all of the amazing speakers today. I'll tell you a little bit about what I do at Prism before I say some other words. So I help run the program Queer Transformative Roots. There we're focused on housing for queer and trans people of color, particularly youth of color. And so some of the things that we've been trying to do is that we have a rent relief fund. So if you know any queer or trans young people who need or have families who need support with rent, please feel free to reach out. And we're also trying to get a volunteer host home network. So if you have extra space in your house and you're willing to offer that to a queer or trans youth of color in need of emergency housing, please let me know. Our email is qt@prism.us, or you can hit us up on Instagram or Facebook through the Prism page or the QT Roots page. I think, again, I want to thank the folks, thank you to the youth and the organizers of this event. It's really hard to do these vigils because we still have to friggin' do them. And we've lost a lot of people. We've lost a lot of people to violence, whether that was at the hands of other community members or police. We've lost a lot of people to the state. We've lost a lot of people to the conditions they've been forced to live in, whether that's by the system or by their own families. And it's really hard to continue to lose people and to continue to have to be here and ask if it's and demand that it's okay for us to exist. And I think what's hard about this violence is, they call it transphobia and homophobia, and it's hard to understand how hate could be a fear, right? But ultimately it is. It is a fear. Because the people who commit this pain, commit this violence against us are seeing queer people and saying, damn, I didn't get to be that. So why do you? And I know that because before I came into my understanding of who I was as a trans woman, who I was as a gender fluid person, who I was as a queer person, I had that same jealousy and that same fear of being who I was. And the thing is, being queer, being openly trans, it's not an act of bravery, it's an act of truth. And we can't be afraid to live our truth because people are afraid to live theirs. And for all of you young people, and I see so many young people here, and I'm so thankful for that. Because honestly, y'all, when I was a lot of y'all ages, I didn't even know what trans was. I thought that was fake. I was like, that's just in the movies, my little flamboyant ass. And what I'll say to y'all as young folks, right? At this very moment, you are giving someone hope. You're giving someone courage, and you're giving someone possibility. And they might not even be other young people. Because I tell you, part of what allowed me to come out was seeing both folks who were my peers, but also my elders, and also folks who were younger than me living their truth. And then as long as we keep doing this, we are gonna win. We're gonna continue to lose some of our own on the way, but like some of the other speakers said, we have to support each other. We have to continue fighting for each other, loving each other, and defending each other. And anyone in our life who wants to share our space has to do that too. It's okay to tell someone, listen, if you're not supporting me being who I am, you don't get to have the joy and share and joy with me. Because as much pain and hurt and hardship that queer people are forced to go through, we are joy. And that's what being queer brings people. That's why, Black queer folks and queer folks of color have been bringing joy and music and love to so many spaces. That's why we get to be in spaces together and dance and sing and exist. And we have to keep doing that. And if you need support, please reach out to others. Please reach out to these orgs. Please support each other. Please donate to these orgs. Please offer help. And if it does get too hard, because I understand what that feels like sometimes, remember that you get to exist however you choose to, and you get to make the decisions that you want to make. And if someone's telling you that you can't, come find the rest of us. Because being queer isn't about letting people tell you no, it's about demanding your own yes. We're constantly fighting for ourselves and denying what people say we have to do. So come find us if you need some support. Come find us if you need backup. I'll be there. Not all the time, because I need to rest too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Don't be hitting me up at 2 a.m. I don't like that shit. If it's really serious, you better hope my phone's on, but we'll talk about that later. But thank you all so much for letting me speak. Again, appreciate all the speakers today.
Thank you once again, Justice. And adding on to what Justice said, if you're queer, definitely find your other queer folks. Like, we get to choose our family. That's really big in the queer community. You hear it all the time. But also hold on. It's very hard to say that, but literally hold on, because I don't want to say it gets better, because sometimes there's little bumps in the road. But, it does get better. And at some point, you see that you've reached a point in life where you are able to express yourself fully and freely and to the best that you ever imagined. So definitely hold on, because that time will happen.